Such a beautiful area. God damn. Did I miss my turning? Can you do milk in here? Looks like it. They do have cows. Let's see if this bad boy moves or not. It looks like a milky cow. Maybe. Can't tell. Maybe you need a bucket. Let's see if you can feed the chickens as well. I just gotta go explore the village a little more. Oh my god, look. Look, whoever shot that thing just left it. By the butcher as well. Wow, perfect. Crazy. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. I knew someone had left it there as a sneaky thing. Oh my god, this is gonna be interesting. Alright, here we go. Let's prepare.
Very few people who would place a fire nearby to this place without intent to return to it.
Oh god, this could be so insanely difficult. Okay. No matter what you eat, you remain hungry.
Suppose that's true enough. Do you need help hunting, Elder?
All the wine in the world can't quench the thirst. Oh god, this is gonna be insane to try and roleplay out. Okay, you got this, girl.
You need some help hunting, Elder.
He thinks I'm an elder. There are two pairs. And in those pairs, there are two pairs. Guys.
Very well. Let us hunt them.
All right. He's not even blinking. He's like, all right. Uh, I gotta wait for them. Actually, I'm just gonna have to put that in here until I see a doctor.
Is there a name?
Chilali.
Chilali. Oh. I'm Zuntuzuyo Ichasu Slekayin Wakpa. In the common tongue, it is river.
It's River. We get to meet River on a
Amongst
different
other
character.
things,
He's always
but river
here.
is easy.
He's always here.
I saw you striking at some ram. Is there any prey in particular you need?
Some rake the moon, some rake the sun.
Then lead, and I will follow.
This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. It's just difficult. It's just very, very difficult. Luckily, I'm a crazy person.
We do need to stay away from those stacked stones. There are dead buried there. It's not good to strike at any elk that walks upon that place.
Oh, he's teaching us. He's teaching us the ways. So she was struck by lightning twice. Once when she was a kid and once recently. And ever since she's been struck recently, she can only talk normally when there's a lightning storm. The dead are weary no longer, but I must keep dancing.
Then dance.
We're gonna go to a bit of the forest.
What is that creature up on the hill to our right?
7 stars.
7 stars. The sisters?
7 stars. I've written a bunch of stuff. I don't need to, don't worry. I think faster than
What is that creature running across
we'll
the
need.
bridge?
It's hard to explain to him.
Is this...
Reaching. Reaching you won't grasp.
Chilali, have I made you uncomfortable?
I know what he's talking about. Guys, I've done research on Native American lore. Can you trust me? Please!
No harm.
What is he doing? Ah!
Look here at my map. Follow my finger. We're here on this road, and we follow it to Katora Springs, to the Wapiti village. You cross the river and go south, over the railroad, south, into the birch.
Wait, I'm listening.
You go east, into the mountains, towards the lake, O'Crees. I'm chief to a village in this place. I will give you something. It is not much, but it will help you.
Very nice.
Take these. I've slipped a match into the matchbook there as well.
Oh.
Come to that place when you are ready. You could come with me if you want. But I don't want to bother you.
He's not bothering me. Just
We have elders there. Teachers.
He's
If you're
amazing.
having trouble with words, a nod or a shake of your head, will this do? Would you like to come with me to my village?
yeah, this is like the best we could ask
It's
for.
safe and warm there.
Look, I'll let you guys know. Like, I've done a lot of research on a lot of different things, but I'm also like, I've
Is
got
it all
family
right if I ask you
history
more questions as we go?
in Native culture. I'm what they call blue-eyed fucking Native. The curse of the powwow. Just. This is a difficult character. It might not work out, but I'm hoping she works out.
Have you been here long, Chilali?
And I've got green eyes. She's been here for a while.
Were you
She's
born
come
amongst the tribes? Wapiti?
But she's
Have
not
you been
here.
away?
I can't play a mute character, though. That's the thing. I've got to be careful with this because it's not fair. We just gotta hope it storms.
I thought you didn't look too familiar to me amongst the elders there. Were you with the others in Canada?
It's not gonna work if I do like this, though. This is like totally
Were you
on the
gone by
line.
your own choice?
Worlds don't devour people. People do. I have to make sure I'm speaking.
So you were gone because of somebody.
The creator's hand only reaches out if you reach out for the creator's hand.
I might save that one to tell somebody who comes up to ask for our native wisdom. Do you speak this way because you must? Is this the only way you know how to speak? Or rather, let me rephrase. Were you taught to speak this way?
He's getting it. I fucking love him so much. He's so cool.
Are you glad to be home? Good. Do you remember the name of the chief when you were here last? Was it Running Fox? Oh, that is some time ago then.
Yeah.
Running Fox has journeyed north. She has more or less made it clear she does not soon intend to return, I believe. There is a new chief there. Chilali Arrives. Hummingbird flies by moon. Is that a name that you know?
I gotta not. He's
So I can roughly place the latest you could have been here before.
very smart.
Are there other names of Wapiti that you remember?
Just how do I put this?
Wichuge? The old man yet lives. He advises my tribe as our elder.
Yeah, I just gotta not fuck with the
Okosi.
rules.
Okosi has weathered with time as well. His hair's gone a bit silver. He's an elder now as well. Silver is the moon's light. I came to this place, Chilali, while I was young, and my face was smooth and my hair was dark. This place changes people in many ways. Do you wish to stay here? It's fine if you do. My village is elsewhere, but not far. All right. More names. Dakota. That's a name I haven't heard in a very long time. He was a young man too back then.
You think she's an elder?
Itukala?
Well, I guess in a way she kind of is.
She was.
Medicine woman.
Itukala Washichu.
Not exactly. I don't know if she met Itukala. No, was she too? She wasn't here for very long.
I guess you don't remember. She's my wife now. She was a young thing. She was a daughter of a man who separated from Opedias on not on great terms.
I need a lightning storm to happen.
Mato.
Cat perches on the branch.
Oh, I saw them as well, and I hear gunshots in the village.
He's starting to get it.
Stay
See?
here, Chila. You can ride with me, Chilali.
Yes! Chief River?
Take care.
Chief River.
Village. Oh,
Before the storm passes. I would not give me so much honor as an elder. I am not an elder. I was struck by lightning twice, once as a child and once recently. I've returned now. Things are just difficult. Before the storm passes, I wanted you to know.
this storm, it is.
A short reprieve.
Then you are touched by Wachinya. My people have a name for that. Though I don't know if it's something that would fit you. We call them clowns, but they're contrarians. Eoka.
It's been difficult. I need to find Mr. Mac. He's the only one who
Mac.
might be able to understand and help.
Mac.
He's a bounty hunter. Mac. Lives in Ansburg.
I don't know. Bounty hunting's long out of the game. I used to do that when I was a young man. He still lives in Annisburg, for certain.
Praise the seasons when they come and go.
But pray for their swift return, Wachia.
Yes! Oh, it works! It works!
Wachia Epada. That's what I shall call you until you can speak freely. Storm touched.
Wachia, what?
You must learn to tell me not to call you that.
Look at all the people in Wapiti. This is so cool, it worked out! Oh, he gets it!
That
It
is what you
worked
call
out.
her, my wife. Do you remember her voice? Do you know how to write, Chilali?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then there are blessings abound. I'll be back in a moment.
Oh my god! Please give me a notebook so I can write prophecy. Oh, the reveals keep coming. I'm so glad this worked out. And in what an incredible way at the start. The thing about this server is the people who play in each area. There's so many people that literally play in each area, and this is such a time zone for like what PT.
Here, I'm trying to keep it as dry as I can. Let me make sure there's nothing you need to worry about inside. No, there is, but you don't need to worry about it too much. It's just some things that we were trying to write for a newspaper. It's in the very last pages. But here. Ooh, careful now. Frontier. If you need to say something long, we can use this, but otherwise I can simply ask you questions, if you'd prefer. I'll be right back, Chilali. I need to go tie up my horse.
I'm just gonna say, wait for the next storm. I hope he likes this. I really hope he likes the fact that she can only write in prophecy.
Let's see. The river diverts the moment it exists. I cannot make mention, I cannot be invisible. But you are a small drop within the ocean of questions. Praise the seasons as they come and go. I'm going to write what I think this means.
This is great. This is exactly the kind of stuff I was hoping would happen when I played this character.
Wife, you needn't stand over there. Come here. Come.
Oh man, this is crazy. I feel like a mad scientist. You don't know, when I come up with an idea, I came up with this idea a couple days ago in the morning. And I
You
was
need
like,
only nod or shake your head with what I've written in there. And if something is good, you can use it to show other people to explain.
oh my God.
I ask because it was raining and you were speaking in your phrases again. Good. Well, not good, but progress is progress. Seems like I'm not feeling so charitable. What about the part that I wrote in response to what you wrote? Was this good? Or good enough?
She doesn't know. She doesn't know if it's the thunder or the lightning or what.
When we do not have the storm's call, do you speak consistently when you mean something? Or are you trapped in something new? That's asked incorrectly. Do you have consistency in what you say when there is no storm? So when you say praise the seasons as they come and go, that will always be the same?
She doesn't know. She doesn't know.
Are you hungry?
The pot is always empty.
That's right. We can always eat, but we are always hungry.
He's so good.
There should be some provisions around here somewhere. But there's always hunting for that as well. Is there anything that you know for certain that I can help you with right now? Okay.
Is there a thank you though? Yeah, there's a sort of bow, but it's like
Chilali is, if I say it that way, could I probably figure out how to spell it?
mm-hmm.
Oh. Would you be comfortable if I wrote something that you could show to people so they know how to speak with you?
The winds of change are always scary.
I'll write something basic. You can choose to tear it out if you do not like it.
I'm glad it's not frustrating for people and that it's fun so far. Like when you build a character, like the reason why the rule of the no talking rule exists, like it's because it can be so easily immersion breaking in a lot of ways. I've tried to like navigate. Have a good one. Oh, I'm so glad it's working.
Everyday hears.
There's like you have to speak in the server. You can't just like create a character that doesn't speak or something. I think there's like a no talking, like a talking rule or something. I can't remember. So I want her to speak. Obviously, she communicates. It's just that it's all gobbledygook. So I wonder if that's like telling a lot. I'm just you know how these things are. I think the role play, the idea I had was sick and it's working out. But whether whether it's all above board, we'll see. You can't play mute, yeah. You can't just use mute commands and not use mic. See, that's fine. We're not doing just that. Hopefully, it works out. What a great first day.
Here, see if this is something that would be useful to you.
I am not insane, but I'm marked by the sky. Unless there's a thunder overhead, I cannot bring my spells. Just pretty clearly, please be
I hope
patient.
it didn't come off as insulting in the first sentence, but I have to assume the worst of people you speak to.
I no longer walk alone.
Oh. This is good, Chilali. Would you like to meet my wife? She is also a PD. Oh, this way. Wife.
Oh, hello.
This is Chilali. I call her Wachia Edapa. Storm touched. She
Oh, it
is
doesn't work.
Wapiti. And do not let the hair fool you. She's been touched by the sky twice in her life. She has, yes, once very young, and one more recently. And this is what struck in her quite pale on the scalp, I believe. But it also left a mark on her skin, and her heart, and her mind, and her tongue. When the storm struck, when those people were shooting at the edge of the village, there was thunder overhead, and she was able to speak clearly. Quite kindly. That is appreciated, certainly. But unless there is thunder overhead, there is
I love her look
like
at
a
the
storm
moment, this
roiling
color.
within her mind that makes it hard for her to speak clearly. She knows Witchuge,
Oh,
and she's looking for a bounty hunter named Mac, who lives in Annisburg.
do not think I know a Mac. Do not think I do.
Yeah. He cracked the
I was
mystery so
saying,
fast, yeah.
we're some of the old hands around
That
this
was
place now. It's,
crazy. And then there was a storm.
I don't know this man, but it is well within the boundaries of my people to offer our assistance to you, Chilali. I gave her an old, very thick notebook that I had. I wrote something for her to show to people, so that way people won't assume her mad.
That is good. People are
Anyhow,
horrible with assumptions.
I'll just tap this down.
But, Chilali, this is my wife, Itukala Cook. Child of the Wandering Buffalo, blooded of Wapiti,
Doesn't that...
and once chief. Running Fox was chief when Chilali was here last.
Like full spring flowers.
Just becoming chief.
She's
Just becoming chief?
I believe. I'm trying to interpret phrases as they come. It's not clear whether there's consistency in their meaning. Yet.
a settler perhaps.
Okay.
Wonder how long.
I remember
know-
the talks of when Running Fox became chief.
Oh, it's a long, long time ago, though.
Feels like a very long time ago now.
Yes. You don't remember the name Hyro or Wambliska, do you, Chilali?
It feels like a no or a solid maybe.
If you do, I am he. My name has changed since that time, as have a great deal of other things.
I don't think we remember this person.
Your hair has also got grey. Just a little bit. It's just
Yes, that is one of the many things that has changed. I've also gone from being a thin whippet of willow into a proper tree. But that's age. I know this is your home, Chilali, but if you wish to be among people you remember, Uchuge lives with me in my village in the mountain to the south. I know there's plenty of faces here that you remember and remember you. I don't know if the elders will speak of it, though. They've grown quite stoic and firm in having people grow their own way.
which is lovely, but very, very irritating sometimes.
Oh, your grandparents are delightfully frustrating people to speak with. Intentionally, they often speak like you do now, Chilali.
She's probably 30, 37.
Metaphor after metaphor.
Kustisha. The kingfisher seeks his fortune. I gamble with the sullen soars, and I paint fields with woe.
The weather has been fine this week.
You should write some of these things down. You could make a handsome profit as a poet one day if you write these things.
Yes, maybe I will learn to breathe.
But you are free to seek shelter amongst my people as well. We're not far from here. I tried my best to communicate how to get there. I don't know if it was easy for you. Is there anything here in Wapiti you wish to reacquaint yourself with? Much has changed since Running Fox was chief.
We have rooms since the elders have taken up most of the teepees.
Oh, that is true. Some of that that money I handed
They do
over
have
earlier
hotels.
might actually do you some good for it.
Oh,
Elder Wide Hands, he'll help you out. He asks 35 American dollars a week.
that's not bad. I told you guys.
You can see what they look like within if you wish. I have one that I can show you.
They are okay.
Modest, but livable. I'm in the very first room. I will unlock the door for you. But there's space here and some water that you can use to wash yourself or refresh yourself. Space to change your clothes if you need it. A little cupboard that you can store a crate or some other container within if you need it.
Get ready for it. Yes. The mouse sits on the toadstool.
That amuses me, Chilali. My wife's name is the Mouse.
She's a prophesying! She's
I
prophesying!
feel old.
It's because we're aging, dear.
Never mind me. But it is comfortable enough.
Oh, that's true enough.
They've just got like a weirdo in their house, guys.
It is also nice sometimes to not have to share a teepee with my grandparents, which is actually, I say sometimes nice, it's very nice now that I think about it.
Oh, that's true. Ichukala, I can't remember the last time I played this thing.
You keep it beneath your bed. Who brings out anything that is beneath their bed often?
But this belonged to my father. I should take better care of it. I also found my old journal. I haven't written in it for a year.
I found my journals and I've put them in my room and I've realized I wrote too much. I would write when on duty, I would write when off duty. It was far too much at the time.
Oh,
Her next journey is gonna be go to the desert to get sage and stuff.
surprised this thing's as good as in tune as it is. I can hear a couple of the strings are a little off. Do you like music, Chilali?
We'll be singing in riddles.
Have you tried singing since you were touched by the sky? Is it the same as when you speak? I wasn't sure, maybe this could be a way. That and music is often a good solace in silence.
Nope, it won't be that easy.
Would you like me to pass word on to the chief of Wapiti of you being about, Chilali?
Take a minute. Pardon me.
Isn't this just a domestic picture? Suppose I should be more grateful for it.
Oh?
I gotta write extra lines on the fly as well.
I got assaulted down in Valentine today.
What?
A man calling himself the Valentine Strangler. He tried to instigate a fight with me in the general store, and I was uninterested. I tried to defuse and walk away. He told me I didn't have a choice, so he tackled me into the street of Valentine. At one point, he almost got his hands around my neck, and he started saying something like, "Tell everyone that the Valentine Strangler is back!" But then I broke free of his grasp. And, well, I eventually got my own hands on his neck, and I held him until he stopped struggling. And then I took him to Rhodes to be cared for, in exchange for not taking him to the deputy's porch and leaving him there. He's to leave the people of the tribes alone.
Can there not be one peaceful day? Not just one. Not one. Are you okay?
Bit of bruising, but I've always had it sound like I've been eating rocks, so
You
won't
shush.
notice much of a
You
difference.
shush.
Maybe I'll just look like an Appaloosa horse on my neck for a few weeks.
Oh my god.
He also had this little... Well, I suppose it's a bit funny, but he had this little toad of a man with him as well.
Little toad of a man.
Yes. This strangler literally called him an evil frog person. Which I could kind of see. His eyes were about so widely set they looked like they were going to fall off his face. And he was wearing all green. After I beat the strangler down, I pointed a gun at his little toad and I told him to get out of my sight, to make sure that he wouldn't just grab the man or try and hurt me himself. And then
I do love her look.
The frog man showed up in Rhodes, started nagging that I must have certainly turned his friend into the law when I had just gotten him care. Maddie Windward took care of it. Apparently, the frogman walked in and started trying to accuse me of being the Valentine Strangler.
The Valentine
But,
Strangler.
of
I
course,
love
she
it.
didn't believe them.
My god.
I'm fine. This will be the last one. I won't keep us holed up in here forever. I could just read the anxiousness in Chilali's pacing. Very still,
I'm
stationary
anxious
pacing.
because you got strangled.
I did not get strangled. Somebody
got
attempted
somewhat
to strangle me. Well, if it's any consolation, I almost bent his elbow the wrong way in the way getting out.
Okay, that is some consolation actually. That actually does, for some reason, help.
And I may have also left a boot print on his face after I was finished strangling him.
Oh.
And I may have dragged him to the front of the medical office by a rope.
River.
Listen, he needed to wear his shame. What kind of strangler can't even strangle? I kid mostly.
Oh my goodness.
Devastated by the chief.
He is silly sometimes, but I like him.
Wow. That's the best way to walk out. I like him. But sometimes I like him. What a good one.
I said he's silly sometimes, but I like him.
Uh-huh.
Did
You see what I have to deal with, Chilali?
Wow. You are the one who said yes.
Ooh. Chilali, your horse may have wandered off because we went inside. Wife of mine, do we have a spare handful of cash laying around?
I may have some money, yes. How much?
I think if we find an Appaloosa like the one that you had, Chilali, I think they usually charge about $100 to get something like that registered, if you'd like. That way, nobody comes up here and tries to wrangle them.
Give me just a moment.
Are these hops of frustration or joy?
Word treads water.
Oh, Itakana, you might also want to let Peachy just go and stretch his legs for a moment since we also went inside. Otherwise, he gets very, very antsy.
I need to go back to rest, but I have at least a fair amount of money to give.
All right.
Keeping my money.
Shall we go down to Valentine briefly, Chilali? How dare you? How dare you hand me this specific amount of money?
I had $79 and I wanted to keep 10. It is not my fault. I checked in there. I must keep the rest of my money in the bank. I need to move it.
$69.
It is not my fault. If you did need a horse to ride to town, you can use Peachy.
No, this should be enough for what we need to help with Chilali.
Okay, got enough.
To Valentine?
You two to Valentine. I will get some more rest. Okay? Oh, yes? You be safe. And you as well.
Try, promise, blah, blah, blah.
Try to be safe.
Yes, I will try to be safe.
Good.
But I cannot make a promise. Come, Chilali, you shall be my saddlebag.
Do not refer to someone as a saddlebag.
Well, am I not saddled with them, wife?
Get to town.
Oh.
Go.
Best to do
Time
it
is
before
your
night falls
friend.
anyways. Should be fairly obvious why I married her. Keeps me in check.
Man, finally all the nonsense that goes through my brain will be put to use.
I suppose this is a tricky thing, but would you like some help picking a name for your horse? Because they will ask you to write it out when you register it to your name. Tap my back once for yes, tap twice for no.
There's
That
a
way I don't
grove
have to
I've
keep-
traveled to with vines that creep and voices that follow.
Well, here. Tap me once for yes, twice for no. It'll make it easier than craning my neck around while we're riding. So, yes, help with horse, or no? No? I'll leave it to you then.
We'll name the horse. It's gonna be something bad shit.
Do you want a horse like the one that you had back in the village?
Exactly.
Oh, easy enough.
We're gonna name the horse something batshit crazy. She's gonna think she's naming it, you know, Latin or Silver Steed or whatever.
Decent way to cross without getting all wet. And avoiding most of the wolves in the birch forest. Move now, Coyote. I imagine having to speak this way is very frustrating. I don't need a tap for that. Does it ever change if you get angry?
Under the weight of its meaning, there's nothing alive.
Have you ever tried learning sign language? The Plains peoples had a trade language that they shared with other tribes that they spoke only with their hands.
Mm-hmm.
Do the signs... do they muddle themselves in your mind? Oh.
He's so clever to try and figure that. But I've thought of these things. She absolutely will be signing like gibberish.
It's like somebody had a bad night out drinking in Valentine.
She can nod yes and no, but that's it. It's the most her body will allow is sort of like yes and no. Think of it like a curse. A curse is going to
Man
think of
rode past us
everything.
earlier up by the springs. Didn't much like the look of it.
Sorrow follows him. We're just gonna say creepy shit about strangers.
I'll be just
as well.
outside by the blacksmith. Might want to think of a good way to differentiate between stallion and mare for the stable hands.
Is it too long? I can't tell what color that is, but I think I like the default. I do like that. That one's immense. I'm an idiot. I forgot to favor it again.
A fine beast.
Wands of nothing.
This is the horse?
Mm-hmm.
Not my
Doesn't make-
first choice, but not a bad one. I can only assume what that's meant to mean. Wands. Sticks. Branches. Reeds. Who could know? Shall I take you to the place where I live? So that way you can know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come.
Let's gore.
Let's get that horse of yours a bit worked out here in the Heartlands.
I might change the horse's mane and tail.
Chase the ghost path in the sky.
I wish it would storm. You know how many times it
Though I do
storms
have to
this
warn you,
game?
Frontier is quite the steed.
We're gonna get excited. The chat's gonna get hype every time it storms with this character. It's gonna be so much fun. That shit was crazy earlier. She's gonna be rushing to say everything she wants to say. Yeah, we gotta have like a little lightning strike or something. That would be great. But yeah, this is our roster. These are the characters we're gonna be playing for the next year or two. Unless, you know, deaths happen. There is one more spot, but that's pending Precious's death. So once Precious is dead, there's one more character and he'll be made much later. Look at him with his tomahawk. Chilali turns out to be evil. She kills River. Like, can you imagine?
Seems as though you've got a good way to start off with that horse of yours.
I'm so excited that it's actually working. A lot of the time I'm gonna be playing her in like various areas, but it's good that we start out in more PT, and we can even have a room at more PT. Hmm?
Can you shoot from your horse?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a chance of wolves. I'll show you two parts of the village. One that I think might do well for you for now, and then I'll show you the bulk of it.
I kind of want to live in Chief River's village. This has been so incredible. I can't believe this shit. We're gonna have to highlight like that whole sequence. I'm gonna have to
You're getting
tell Grendel.
frustrated, getting bombarded by questions from people and such. We have this set up down here if you want a little privacy.
Very nice.
And you're still well within sight of the village itself. I'll show you the main of it now. It is possible to get across these rocks, but it can be a bit treacherous. And with you having just started the process of getting to know that horse of yours, I don't know if we would want to risk it. Down to the right here, there's clean water down at Moonstone Pond. Sometimes Mato Sapa, black bear, as well. Good meat, good money as well. After I give you the tour of the village, I'm afraid I'm going to have to scuttle off to bed myself.
That's fine.
I was looking for a little bit of extra money so I could go shopping for clothes tomorrow, but I ran into you instead, and I'd much rather have done that than find some money for clothes.
Aww. Guys.
But this is the entrance to Toporta village. I live up here on the right. There's a few platforms up here on the rocks on the left. Some tents. Plenty of places to sit and think. Spend a little time alone if you wanted. Go and graze now. I'll come find you in the morning, Frontier. But down around here, Nokosi, I can't remember if you said you remembered him. He lives in the teepee right behind you. Our medicine man and his wife, they live over here in that teepee with the bed. One of our young bloods, a young man named Kiono, he lives in this teepee here. And then the great old man himself, Wachuge, lives in the wigwam, which we also use for lodging ceremonies.
Very nice. She's from
But on the
Wapiti,
whole,
so.
Welcome to my home. Make it your own while you're here. I suppose really the only last place is all the way up there. That's White Mountain. We hold our ceremonies up there. Many of us often go up there to retreat and meditate and pray and think. But that's where I got my name. That's where a lot of people got their names. Celebrated weddings and... Oh, I don't even know if we've had to celebrate a funeral up there yet. But that's a very sacred place to us. It's a good place for some privacy as well. A lot of this is. This whole damn mountain's a good place to find some time to yourself.
You're
That's
not
why we
getting
use it.
attached? Why?
But as I said, I have to go and scuttle off to bed. If people come through here with small wagons going very, very fast, listen for the jingling of glass. There's unfortunately a plague of moonshiners that come through this place. One of the blessings of living on a road, I suppose. Lots of men come through here as well. Some of them will get their reins tangled up on those trees. Don't try to help them. Most travelers around here get violent if anybody gets anywhere near their horse or their possessions.
This is pretty cool.
I pray for some noise. That way we can say goodnight to each other properly.
I wish this would... He's waiting for thunder.
It sounds like it might just be a drizzle, which is fairly common up here. We might actually get more of an opportunity to speak than you might think. But, in the meantime, until the sky calls us, Chilali, it was very good to see you. Or meet you again, I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. Find your mysteries and leave your worries.
Well, I hope you find yourself.
Oh,
Be careful going down this way. This leads you back to the road into the birch forest, but wolves like to lurk around down around that camp and at that crossroads. And that camp at the base of the hill, there's old crates of train workers' nitroglycerin from when they dug that tunnel. Be very wary around there. Stay away from the bright red boxes. All right. Well, off I go to the dreams. In the tongue of my ancestors, Chilali Arrives, we do not say goodbye. It is only until we see each other again.
I'm gonna see a sunrise. Got a little bit of money. That was so ideal for what we're trying to accomplish here. Like, I'm so glad it worked out so well. It could have gone so tits up. We ran into literally the best person we could run into. Wapiti was lively. That was crazy. I wasn't sure whether I'd be able to deliver what we needed to do, but we did it. Oh, server restart in a few minutes. Let's get to the pond or something. It's just around the corner. That worked out. Oh my god. That is such a cheat code for him to have. Like, he straight up wrote in the book for me.
Oh shit.
He's such a big brain. Yeah, people are gonna think she's crazy. But that's the beauty of it. It's like, you take it how you will. Is it just her brain? Is it something, you know, to do with the lightning that struck her? Is she mad? Does it matter, you know? But how are people going to react to her in other scenarios where they might not be so kind?